Definition of terms. Definition of terms. Definition of terms. Definition of terms. The research that you are doing, sometimes some of the concepts don't have generic definitions. You don't have the.
So do you really have to define anything?
Yes. I said sometimes, listen to the statement, sometimes some of the terms don't have generic definitions. So you dedicate this session to operationalize the definition of such terms. That's all. So we have well accepted definition for financial planning. Then you have to come and tell us what financial planning is under the definition of what terms. So if you have generic accepted definition for the concepts, the key concept or the key variables in your research, you don't have problem, you don't have to bring it. But if some of the definitions have to be modified, or you have to come out with an entirely new definition to fit your context of the study, then you bring them under the definition of what? Terms. That's all. So here we do what we call operationalization. Operationalization of concepts. Okay? Concepts or variables, they are the same thing, or constructs, right? Constructs. Okay? Operationalization of concepts or variable or constructs. And then we do definition of terms in situations whereby the variables or concepts or constructs do not have generic or generally accepted definitions. But we have to contextualize them, we have to make them, people understand them to fit the context of what? The study. So for instance, I gave an example. When we talk about firm size, small businesses in Ghana, it's quite different from a small business in the US. When we talk about large business in Ghana, it's quite different from large business in maybe Nigeria or US or China. Is that not it? So if you are studying such kind of institutions, then you have to come and give operational definition of what constitutes the small business. In Ghana, normally they use the sales or the fixed assets or the number of employees. And the general measure of it is mostly the number of what? Employees. So they say that if you employ between, I think, 6 to 29, they say it is what? Small enterprise. If it is between 30 to 99, they say it's what? Medium. If it is less than 6, then we say it's what? Micro. And if it's beyond 100 and more, we say it's what? Large. So that's another statistics. I have to come and operationalize what we mean by the phases. Okay. So that is how it's like. You understand it? Mm-hmm. So if in your research you have generally accepted definition for the concept, you don't have to worry yourself. But if for purposes of understanding what the terms means in your research, then you have to define it and you bring it under this. So you write the concept and you give the definition. The concept and what? The definition. If you source the definition from others, you can quote them. Do you understand? You get the idea about the definition of the concept from some relevant sources. You can what? Quote or cite them to support the definition of the terms. Then the last one is what we call organization of the study. Organization of the study. Organization of the study. So organization of the study, we are talking about this, how the research report is structured and organized. How how the research report is structured and organized. Okay. So you make mention of the session, the subsessions, and what they contain. That's all. What did I say? You make mention of what? The session, the subsession, and what they do, or what they capture. That's all. So, for instance, chapter 1 talks about the introduction of the study. Under it talks about the background of the study, the statement of the problem, the purpose of the study. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Chapter 2 deals with the literature review, and it is divided into the theoretical review, conceptual review, empirical review, and module specification or conceptual review. Chapter 2 deals with research methods and covers pertinent issues including the research design, research approach, data collection instruments, sampling and sampling techniques, data collection procedure, data analysis category, ethical consideration, and the rest. Chapter 4 deals with the findings and discussions of the findings as determined by the nature of the objectives pursued. Chapter 5 finally brings about the summary of the findings, the conclusion drawn from the objectives, and the recommendation based on the work from the findings. Is that not it? Good. So you write it in that way. So you tell us the main session and the subsessions and what you want to do. In order not to, for everybody to write, or you will not be caught in the plagiarism kind of situation, you have to elaborate on some of those subsessions so that it becomes something unique. Other than that, the tentative report, because we are all going to write the same thing. So that is it. I hope you will have a very successful research journey with a chapter 1. Now, after you have done all these things, don't you think people understand or understand the research is about?
Yeah.
That is why we say that chapter 1 is called what?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1 is called what? Chapter 1 is called, of the research report is called what?
The overview of the
Intro.
introduction.
So when you do all those things, when you do the background, problem statement, objectives, delimitations, scope, blah blah blah, all those things will help to introduce the research to the users or the readers. Okay, so that is it. Enjoy your day, and we continue tomorrow with literature review. Thank you.